The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And today's starter, number 38. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Misses inside. Now 2-2. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His 9th homer of the year, and the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
And here is Sosa to the plate. To the right side. He takes it on his own, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And probably their most productive player so far this year, Edgar Quero.
Yeah, he's been swinging it really well over the last few weeks, man. An OPS over 900 last month. He's put the team on his back, just carrying these guys. Definitely the guy you want up there right now, especially when you need a big swing of the bat.
Hot shot to third. Tosses across to first, and 2 away now. So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that is cut on and missed. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Davis Martin.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Mike Yastrzemski. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Sliced hard but foul.
I'm so glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And a ball evens the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Now here is Vinny Pasquantino. 1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, Andrew Benintendi steps up. The count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Next offering upstairs. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Next to hit, Edgar Caro. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the second. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Michael Garcia. And that misses. And that's ball 3.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Out to short. The throw to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. One down, base is empty. Perez swings, and it's a deep fly ball left field. That one's well struck. And it hits the fence.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One down. Here's Adam Frazier. Runner on the move. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Perez at second with 2 down. That one inside, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Ground ball up the middle. My drop. That ends the frame. So one left for Kansas City. Still behind by a count of 1-0. On to the third inning. Now it's going to be Chase Mydroff. Witt sends it across to first, and one away in the top of the third. And now the center fielder, Brooks Baldwin. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On the ground, and foul ball.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. 2 outs. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ball to strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Can't glove it cleanly. The run comes in from second. The tag, and they get him. So a sloppy play there, but it ends the inning. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 3 and the Royals nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now here is John Ray. Next pitch is outside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Luke Maile. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. Really important at bat coming up now.
First and second, no outs. So up now for Kansas City, Mike Yastrzemski. And that is out of play. Ouch. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And now a huge at bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. The 2-1. On the ground to third, and it's just foul. That was close. Josh Rojas coming into the game now as the injury replacement. And a pitch. That one not close. Full count now.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
In the air, right field. Tuchman on the move. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Davis Martin done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher for the White Sox, Tyler Alexander.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
And next is the designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Outside.
Tough spot right here, a couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Runner on the go. And fouled off. First and third, one down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Grant Taylor, the closer, is getting loose. Leisure getting loose as well. Hit on the ground to the right side. Boots it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to inning number 4. It's the White Sox 3 and the Royals 1. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Sam Long.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. In there. And so now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Sends it to Perez. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And they'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next to hit for the Sox, Edgar Caro. That's too low. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Full count.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the grab, and that is that. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Steven Wilson.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Strike 2. Fastball is outside. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Frazier getting ready to hit. And a strike. Oh, he hit him.
Get ball. Take
And that
first.
got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running here, number 2. First and second, no outs. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Three-two now. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So now a pinch hitter, Kyle Isbell. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. So the tying run at second. Swung on, belted. Back there. One runs in, and he bangs off the wall. Gliding around third is India. He's safe, and they clear the bases.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Steven Wilson will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New arm out of the bullpen, Jordan Leisure.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
And next up for the Royals, Luke Maley. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not.
Now this is through for a base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One gone, runner at first. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. There goes the runner. There's a swing and a drive. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. Cut off. Throw to third. In there safely.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
One down, runner at third. Next is the designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
2 strikes.
Witt stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
The 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Royals 6 and the White Sox 3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Carlos Estevez.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Next offering misses down and away. Now a fly ball to right center. Isbell sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. Ripped to short. Witt over to first. White Sox down to their final out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So 2 down now, and here is Brooks Baldwin. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw, safe. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And a 2-1 on the way. And the White Sox down to their final strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And that skips in the dirt.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Estevez is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.